Dad gets accused of faking a disability by a Dependa. As Dad was wrapping up his 21 years in the Army, all of it combat arms, his arthritis and back problems got much worse. Near the end of his final enlistment, he was given a handicap placard for parking and put on profile for PT. The only reason he wasn't medically discharged is that he was retiring. Since then, he has had several surgeries and is still messed up. So he and Mom head on to base one day for some things, and Dad is still in uniform. They park outside the PX or something, in a handicap spot. Then Dependa Karen shows up as they are getting out of the car. For you civilians, Dependa is a derogatory slur for dependent wives, the type that is usually overweight and bitchy about everything. There are whole tropes and memes about them. It is short for Dependopotamus. "Excuse me, you can't park there." Dad looks around, and sure enough, some entitled little old white woman is yelling at my dad. Great. The parking police have shown up. I'm white. I only mention race because, again, this woman was a walking meme of Karen. Now, normally, Dad would just tell her to F off and walk away. But Dad was in uniform. Dad is an E7. Dad is going to present a good U.S. Army NCO front and politely deal with Dependa Karen. "Actually, ma'am, I can. See?" He points to the handicap placard hanging in the mirror. Then she loses it and starts screeching at him. "You are in the Army! You can't be disabled!" Dad attempts to politely explain that he is in the process of getting disability and is, in fact, at least temporarily considered disabled by the mighty DMV gods and an actual gasp medical professional. Dependa Karen wasn't having it. After a bit of back and forth, she starts screaming for his rank and name, both of which are clearly on his uniform. Being helpful, he points that out, which really sets her off. She is married to some officer or another and will have my dad court-martialed, she says. Then she demands his unit and commanding officer's name, which he happily provides. As he walks off, he says, "By the way, I retire in a week. Good luck with that court-martial." Of course, nothing came of it. F you, Dependa Karen.